Hi guys, it's Friday night here in Manila, Philippines, so I'm going to go ahead and do Saturday's video and get it uploaded. Probably by the time I have it uploaded, it will be early Saturday morning here, but probably Friday for most of you in the States. So anyways, I just kind of like doing them the night before. It's a little easier than trying to get them done during the day when my kid is up. It's much easier to shoot these when he's asleep. So, with that being said, Saturdays are usually my comparison and review day. But last week, Paul Schwach started this Mustang challenge. And Paul, sorry if I'm not pronouncing your last name correctly. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But anyways, if you guys haven't seen his channel, he does a lot of great stuff on muscle cars, and he unboxes a lot of premium stuff like I do. He's also a Mopar guy. So I was surprised when he started the Mopar or Mustang challenge and not a Mopar challenge. It was kind of a little bit shocking to me. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and accept the challenge, and I will be doing like a sub type of comparison review with the two we have right here in front of us. So it's not going to be like a total non-comparison review show. It will have these two. So let's start here. This is the Parnelli Jones 1970 Boss Mustang by Hot Wheels. Both of these are actually by Hot Wheels. There's actually a third rendition of this by Hot Wheels, and it's more of a, I don't know, the cartoonish 70 Mach 1 casting. Not cartoonish, but more toyish looking. These two here were designed more for the adult collector. This is the first one of these two. It came from their 100% stuff back in the early 2000s, late 90s. It came from a two-car set called Pony Wars, I believe was the name. Pony something. I believe it was Pony Wars. It had this car, and then it had the 69 Camaro of Mark Donahue, the Sunoco Camaro, number 6. They also had another set that had a white 70 Mustang, or not Mustang, but Trans Am. I don't remember who drove it. And then they had Sam Posey's 70 Challenger in that set. That's one I would like to get my hands on because of the Mopar. And also the Pontiac's cool too. But anyways, back to our Mustangs of Parnelli Jones. This one's really cool. It's got an opening hood, detailed engine compartment, and it's actually, I don't know if that's plastic chassis or metal. I think it's plastic, to be honest with you, or metal, black powder coated metal. So not sure, but anyways, Real Rider tires, the I guess Watanabe style 10-spoke wheels. Very cool casting. The only thing I have against it is the rear wheel openings are a little bit too squared off, in my opinion. Especially the passenger side even has like a very sharp corner where it should be more radius. But hey, still very nicely done, detailed taillights, detailed interior with the cage, detailed grille. So really nicely done Mustang. All the co-sponsor decals on the sides, Boss 302 stripes, number 15. The only thing they didn't put was Parnelli's name on the roof. But very cool casting. So here's the second version that came out back in probably 2012, the Vintage Racing series by Hot Wheels. One of my favorite series that they've released. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of them. I think I have 15 of the 30-car set, and a lot of them are extremely expensive nowadays, so it's hard to obtain them at a good price. So this one I'm liking a little more than the 100% car, just because of the stance is more like the Trans Am series would have been. The wheels and tires are a little more accurate. It doesn't have big and small like diameter like on the other one. This is the same diameter all around. So very cool. It's even got the flares on the wheel openings like the other, or like the real one. Front valence panel like Trans Am cars would have ran with the strut bars. Well, maybe not the strut bars, those are just rivets. But anyways, it's more accurate than the other one. No opening hood, unfortunately, on this one. But details, like with hood pins, even like with the Lexan windows, it's got the little brackets that would have held this down. This is actually the car that they used for the Super Treasure Hunt, this casting, back in 2012, in that copper metallic color, which is a beautiful car too. Wish I had one of them also. This is actually one of my favorite Mustang castings by Hot Wheels. I'm not a huge late 60s guy. I'm usually into like the 65, 66 fastback, but this is a beautiful casting. Big Ford logo on the back. I'm not sure how the original Le Mans style car was done with the rear tail panel. I'm not sure if it had that big Ford emblem on the back or not. There we go. It's focused in a little better. So very cool car. Actually, even the chassis is a little better than the other one because the other one is more set up for stock. As you can see, the stock mufflers, stock exhaust exit. This is more set up for the Trans Am series with side exit like NASCAR or Trans Am series before the front tires with no muffler. So very, very nicely done. Even like back here, it's to replicate like a fuel cell and such. So they did a really nice job on the vintage racing. They have the George Fulmer number 16 also, and it's got the white Watanabe wheels on it. It's also from the vintage racing series. Very cool set to have. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other ones. Now, in the background, this guy I'm not going to spend much time on because you've seen him. This is the one that I told you guys I would never open because of the error, the double stamped base. It's not like the display cases. You can't just easily remove it because this is the sealed clamshell style package, so there is no getting this out without knowing you opened it. So I'm not going to open it because people could say I faked the error base on a chase car, because this is one of the first chase from the Auto Drags series. No, actually second one. The 57 Chevy was the first one. So release 2. They only did 4 releases of these originally. So rare car to find. A lot of people didn't even know it was a chase car. But this is the only error I've ever seen in my life on eBay, on Google, in the Pinterest type of sites with the pictures. I haven't seen another error. So this is pretty cool to have with my chase error collection. Those are ones I do not open usually, as the error chase cars. So this one, as I said, we're not spending much time on, but it's a cool one to look at. Still yet like Hot Wheels 70 Boss better. Now here is a chase we have not opened yet. This, actually, I don't really like the Mustang IIs because they kind of remind me of a high performance Pinto, but still they're cool. I got this one because it's the year I was born. So sometimes I'll get cars from 1978 because it was the year I was born. These cars are great donors for the front suspension. A lot of street rod guys use the front ends of these. The Mustang II IFS, independent front suspension with the rack and pinion, tubular A-arms and stuff like that. So very famous for their front ends. You may have heard that, like this truck or this car has a Mustang II front end. That's exactly what they mean by that. So let's get him out of the package and get a better look at him. This is a greenie that I really, really like because of the green body. This is from the Black Bandit series, obviously, as you see here. And it should have been all black, but they did the green body on this, which is very pretty. I love this emerald green on these cars. The black honeycomb style original wheels, pretty cool. And even the dark, like flat black, I guess it would be the bird on the hood. It's very cool. It kind of is ghosted into the paint. It looks like open T-tops on this one. Very cool. Just always these front ends reminded me of a Pinto. The way they look. And the size, proportions, everything just reminded me of a Pinto, but still yet cool little car. You could actually make them fast because they were light enough, like a Vega or a Monza or a Pinto for that matter. So yeah, really dig this greenie. Love the green body, green machines. That's what I'm trying to get nowadays more than the green wheels, because I've kind of lost the appeal to the green wheels. Green bodies, green tires are really cool too, but I think they stopped making them. So there's a non-chase of the 78 Mustang II Cobra from the Meckham auction series. This one we'll go ahead and open too. Actually, I just got this in the mail today from my buddy Eric at Decker Toys. Older release, but sometimes he's got some cool older stuff. Since I was doing this Mustang Challenge today, and this is a 78 from my birth year, went ahead and picked it up so we could take a look at it together in the video. So this one actually has the T-tops in. It doesn't have them out like the Black Bandit. Also honeycomb style wheels. Pretty cool. Not much into the wheels, but hey, they're not bad. Maybe one day we'll swap this with a set of Kragers or something from the green light sets, but it's got the little Cobra emblems, and it has the Cobra, King Cobra on the door, Cobra in the grill, the gold, I think that's a bird. I'm not sure what that is on the hood actually. The Ford emblem here on the front valence, or front header panel I should say. Very nicely done. Beige interior. The tail lights, and I think all of these are opening hoods. Let me see if I can get this open off camera. Well, not that one, but I think this one opens fairly easily. Yeah, there we go. Because I had this out before for some pictures. So it's got a detailed engine, but it's hard to see because it's blacked out for one, and the hood doesn't open very far. So anyways, there's the Mustang IIs, and as I said, I got them because they were 1978s, and because that's a green body, green machine. Love those guys. So, the last one we're opening up here today is another Mustang funny car. I didn't show you guys this in the last video with the comparison of Hot Wheels and Johnny Lightning funny cars. So this is the last 71 Mustang funny car that I have. And this one I actually like better than the Gone to Blazes, in which I'll show you that one next. But you guys just seen that in an unboxing on, I think it was Monday, or actually last Saturday. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And this is a limited edition, one of 20,000, so not very limited, but still yet limited. Pretty cool paint scheme. I like the pirate on the side. That's Scott Kidd Racing Team and Quatch Engineering. Cool paint job. Metallic silver and black. Pretty nicely done car. Nowadays, this casting, they've sealed the base. They don't even open anymore, so that's a downside of like the newer ones, like that mystery car that they have. Nice painted tail lights. Nice grill, but this one is like plain. The other one has a little more detail. This is kind of just like a fiberglass insert. Well, metal on this, but in the real car it would have been fiberglass. So another cool one. And then you remember the Gun to Blazes one that we opened last Saturday from the Drag Strip Demons series. So this one has actually a body that sits a little higher than the other one. But hey, still a cool looking car. This used to be the most desirable, hard to find drag strip Demons, but now it's kind of lost its, I guess you could say, hype. But it's still not cheap, but it's not as expensive as what it used to be. So, and you can see the chassis on this black one sets much lower than the blue ones. So take a look at that later and see if I can finagle the chassis on the blue one to set a little lower. So let's tilt this down so we can line these up in the front. Then there's another one you guys have seen before. This was last Saturday also in the Johnny Lightning and Hot Wheels comparison video of funny cars. This is Johnny Lightning 71 Mustang funny car of the Connie Coletta's Bounty Hunter. And this one, as I said in the last video, I like it much better. I think the detail looks more like a real funny car than what the Hot Wheels did, but it may be a little bit underscaled, but still very nicely done by Johnny. I'm just quickly going through that because we've seen it before. This one we've also seen. It came in my Road Racers box set with the Green Machine Sam Posey Challenger, 70 Challenger TA. This is a nice casting, 68 Mustang Coupe of Bill Maher, or Marr. Very nice casting. Very cool car for the Trans Am series because most of them were fastbacks, so you don't really see the coupe very often. Nice detailed engine, opening hood, and detailed grille, and the headlights are blocked off like a, I guess, daytime road racer it would be. I'm trying to get it to focus a little better. There we go. So the blue with white stripes is really cool. Number 22. Old black center American racing style wheels with the chrome trim rings. Nice too. Detailed tail lights and rear panel. Nicely detailed chassis. Just like the Green Machine, it don't have a number on it, so that's kind of strange. So that came from the box set from Greenlight. Then this one you guys have seen before in one of my videos when I unboxed it, and you've seen this in a couple of your other Mustang challenges because this is a newest release from Auto World of the 67 GTA Mustang. Nicely done with the original wheels, the polyglass Goodyear white letter tires, that green color. Everything on this car is beautifully done. Opening hood. Detailed engine. So very cool car. Nicely done chassis. Nice rear detail with the tail lights and such. Let's get it to focus in if it will. There we go. Even the body line on the roof they got right. I thought that was a crack in the paint when I first opened this car, and then I looked online and seen the real ones have a body line up there to go with the body line on the deck lid. So very nicely done by Auto World, but usually most of Auto World stuff is nicely done. The only beef I had with Auto World was the slanted rear wheel opening on the square body truck. Hopefully they'll get that fixed someday. Now this is cool. This Johnny Lightning is One we did not see in last week's video. This is Cheryl Greer's 76 Mustang II funny car. Same thing as this little guy, but in funny car version. And then hers is supposedly 76. This is a 78, but pretty much the same car from 74 to 79 or 78. Whenever the last year was for the Mustang II. So this is a cool one from the Funny Car Legends set. Nicely done with the detail on the wheels and tires. But as I said before, a little skinny on the slicks, lacking detail on the chassis. Same thing with the motor and stuff, lacking a little detail. But the body on this car is pretty much spot on, I think, with the details on the tail lights, the painted parachutes, and then all of the co-sponsor decals, her name, the Race Master M&H tires, even on the front little skinnies. It has this, so they did a very nice job on the paint and body on this one, the dimensions, everything. I think this is a very good casting by Johnny. Then the last two I have, these you've seen too. We did the unboxing the other week on some Ford Chase cars. This is my only Fox body at the moment, and I actually love Fox body Mustangs, just like the 65 to 67 fastbacks I love. But I love these Fox bodies. It was actually my first car, was an 89 notchback. So this is cool. The NYPD Police Green Machine. Green base, green wheels. And as I said, I'm kind of losing a pill for the green wheels, but this is rare and it's a desirable Fox. So I bought it, and I would like to have the regular version of this too someday. And along with all of their Fox bodies, I love them. M2, I think, is coming out with a Fox, and it will be nice to see. M2 or Auto World, I can't recall. And speaking of M2, here is their 66 Hearst Rent-A-Racer Chase card that we opened a few weeks back, maybe 2 months ago. This has got the green wheels, gold wheels, gold base, gold engine, and all gold trim. Even the little pony in the grill is gold. So they do a nice job with their gold trim on these cars. Has opening doors too, which M2 sometimes does a crappy job with lining up their body parts. So I prefer non-opening parts on these cars because sometimes they're misaligned. This one fits okay, but the driver's door is a little off. So all gold trim back here too. These were originally black with gold stripes. Sometimes the Chase cars, the gold stripes are part of the Chase feature, but not on this. It's actually the stock paint. As you can see, as I was saying, with the door jam is a little off on this, and it made the stripe tempo look a little bit off, but not too bad. So yeah, 66 is probably my favorite fastback because I used to have one back in the early 2000s, a Pro Street 66 fastback. So even though I'm not a big Ford fan, I've owned them and still appreciate them and still collect some of the die cast. But I find myself buying more of the big body Fords and Ford trucks nowadays than I do the older stuff. But still yet like the fastbacks, like the race cars, and always have room for Chase stuff in my collection. So guys, this is a look at all of my Mustangs. There are, 13 of them, including the guy here that we're not ever going to open because of the misprinted base. So we're going to back up so we can get them all in the last shot here. So there's all the Mustangs I have in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing the challenge. So on Monday, we'll be unboxing some premium stuff. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, so it'll be a surprise for you guys. But it will be some new and older stuff. maybe some trucks, maybe some muscle cars, maybe a little bit of both, maybe even some JDM, who knows. So tune back in on Monday, and or probably even Sunday, and you guys will see the video for Monday. So thanks for watching, and as always, if you have not subscribed yet, remember to do so, and please like and share the videos. And thank you to all of my subscribers. Really appreciate you guys. I just hit 600 today, so really do appreciate that. So you guys stay safe and healthy, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you.